Mind Revolution. This is Andy Zalds here. In today's video, let's talk about the topic of Filipino time, our negative trait of always being late. And the title of this video is It's Time Filipinos Redefined Filipino Time. Okay, so I guess you've heard of the saying that time is gold. In fact, it's a cliche and also part of the Saxon Creed. The time is gold is basically an equation that time is equivalent to gold or money. The easiest way to think of this is our day job where we work from 9 to 5. We are practically exchanging our time and converting it to our salary based on our hourly rate. So another related equation is health is wealth, where being healthy is something to be considered as valuable as our wealth. And because these equations show that gold and wealth are the same on the right side here, we are essentially saying that health is equal to time as well, which makes sense because if you are healthy, you'll have more time, you'll extend your life, you'll have more years to live on earth and enjoy your life, or to be able to do the things you want to accomplish. And another equation here is fame equals fortune. For example, the famous brands need to advertise and do marketing campaigns because once their brand name becomes famous, people will know about it and buy their products. So fame is equivalent to fortune. That's the whole premise of YouTube as well, in that these famous influencers are the ones putting out videos which people watch, and that basically provides their income on YouTube. Now, still on the ideas of equations, I guess you all heard of E equals mc squared, which is a famous equation in physics discovered by Einstein, which led to the development of the atomic bomb. So what this means is that the mass of the atoms, you are going to you can do a nuclear fission or fusion, right? To, for example, break up the atoms, and that would release an equivalent amount of energy. That's the whole idea of making the bomb, right? It's just a small bomb, but it was able to destroy an entire city like Hiroshima. Now, the reason why so much energy came out of just a small amount of atoms was because of this factor here, c squared, which is the speed of light. It's a very big number, and you square that, and that's the multiplier for the mass. That's why we get lots of energy. Now, for the time equals gold equation, we can actually think of it in a more complicated way using the same format as E equals mc squared. So M here is your money. It's equal to your time times c squared. Now, to think of it, bakit iba yung sweldo ng CEO or president ng company kumpara sa isang janitor or manggagawa dun sa lower ranks in the company? Well, the reason is because this C squared here is the main factor. C stands for your capabilities. So that means your skill set, your training, your experiences, and even your networks. So the more you have a richer or bigger capability, the higher your multiplier here is. That's why yung per hora ni Elon Musk ay mas mataas sa per hora ng isang pedicab na walang training. Now, another C is your character. For example, if you can be trusted, if you're honest, if you can do things on time and excellently, you are of high character, high valued person ka. That's why your C can be the multiplier here so that you get more bang per buck as an employee. So you can think of this as time is gold, but not just gold. It's multiplied by some factor, which is based on your skills and your values. And that's where the Filipino mind revolution comes in, because we want to build up the Filipino mindset, basically improve the character of Filipinos. Okay, so now let's zero in on Filipino time. And how can we redefine this? So our old concept of Filipino time is as follows. It's okay to be late. Okay, so we accept people being late. Pag sinabing 3 o'clock, let's meet here, we can sort of expect that people will come like 30 minutes later, even 1 hour later, and it's gonna be okay, right? So then it's okay to make people wait. So for example, I'm the one causing people to wait for me. Parang wala akong pakialam masyado. It's okay. I can make these people wait because they won't go away anyway. Then it's okay to make excuses. Mahilig tayong magpalusot. For example, hindi ko narinig yung alarm clock ko eh. And na-traffic ako eh. But these excuses are not really acceptable if you come to think of it. If you knew there would be traffic, then you should have left your house earlier, right? Something like that. Now, another thing is that it's okay to start late for the latecomers. Parang centered around the latecomers yung ating mga meeting and events. And that hihintayin talaga natin sila. It's like we can't start without them. In the first place, if we only started on time, I guess people won't be latecomers if they know that that's the policy, right? So it's like a chicken egg catch-22 situation. People come late because they know you'll start late anyway. Now, related to Filipino time is our tambay culture, wherein parang we have this habit of killing time as tambays, right? Just sitting around at the side of the road or near beside the sari store, looking at people or cars passing by. We're killing time as if time was an enemy to be destroyed. So we don't really value that time that much to make wise use of it. So yon. So the whole concept of valuing time and other people's time is just all messed up. That's what Filipino time is basically defined as as of now. Now here's the proposal of a new definition of Filipino time. Let's make Filipino time to be 8 minutes early. Okay, my dad had a saying, don't come too late. You will waste other people's time. Don't come too early. You will waste your time. So come on time. So coming on time can be our new definition to be coming 8 minutes before the start of an event. All right, so why 8 minutes? If you watch till the end of the video, I'll tell you the reason where this 8 minutes came from. But in practical terms, 8 minutes is a good time because during that period, we can reserve a seat, we can get a good place in the meeting or assembly hall. We can test the microphone if we're the one who's going to present, or to check if there are technical issues. For example, kailangan palang i-reset yung computer para gumana yung presentation. Huh? The worst thing is to make people wait for you to debug or fix the issue while the meeting or event already started, right? I don't think there's a TV show we've seen that you are just waiting for the technicians to fix the sounds, right? We don't have those kinds of TV shows because they test everything, right? Before they go on the air. And it's a good time to go to the CR or to get water before a long event like 1 hour or more is about to start. So another proposal here is the countdown timer culture. If you want your organization or company to respect your start time, you can set up this timer, countdown timer. So you can set it at 8 minutes and then counts down to 00. And once it hits 00, you immediately start the meeting. That's a good culture practice. If you have a slide presentation, you can show the counter on the screen or on the TV. Or if you don't have one, you can just use your phone and just set it up before the whole group. If it's a small group, there's a clock function in every smartphone where you can choose the countdown timer. All right. So it boils down to the word respect, basically. If you want people to respect your time, you should also respect other people's time. Because why should we respect the time of people? Because as we discussed earlier, time is gold. So you are wasting the wealth and gold of other people by making them wait. And if it's a big group you're wasting, making them wait, just imagine how much money that involves, right? If you're a company, if you made like the CEO, the vice president, all the managers wait in a room for 30 minutes. For you, you multiply it by their salaries, and that's the amount of money going down the drain for your company. So respect. All right, so let's talk about productivity tips. Since we value time so much as our new definition of Filipino time, let's think of ways to even go a mile further in making the most of our valuable time. One idea is called parallel processing. It's a concept in computer uh, uh, engineering or microprocessors like multi-core CPUs. The idea here is to do 2 or 3 things at once. Now, if you look at these arrows, normally you can do it sequentially, right? For example, watching TV and cooking, you can do it one at a time, right? And it will take you like this long. Whereas if you do it with parallel processing, you can watch TV while cooking, right? You can basically shorten the amount of time you're using for these 2 activities. All right, so that's parallel processing. Second concept here is passive income. Passive income is a way to earn money even though you're not working all the time. So, kaya siya passive compared sa active. So, it's basically setting up a money-making machine so that while you're sleeping, while you're even at the beach or playing golf, your money is coming in. So, passive income allows money to come in without you being actively working all the time. So there are many ways to get passive income, like online business, where you can sell something, or you can do affiliate marketing. So even every time a person in the internet clicks on what you're offering, you're getting money. So in contrast, this is in contrast to exchanging time for money, which is our 9 to 5 job. You can only get as much in this kind of setup. Parang linear yung growth ng income eh. Whereas passive income allows you to grow exponentially, parang sky's the limit, as long as people can access your product or service that is set up automatically. You can get income. And if you don't like online stuff, you can also go to real estate, where people renting your property are paying without you even working, right? Especially if you have a property manager taking care of the detailed business. All right. Another way to be more productive is to use other people's time. So in this method, you think of yourself as being just one person, right? And you can only do as much pag mag-isa ka lang. But if you involve other people, you can use their time. So you can do more for the same amount of time because hindi ka na nag-iisa eh. So you can hire somebody to do the work you're doing. You can just train them and then they'll do it for you. or you can subcontract. For example, you want to produce a shirt, but you don't know how to uh, silk screen or print on a shirt. So you can just hire or subcontract this task to a specialist. And ang kagandahan dito, you don't need to learn the skill, which takes time as well. And you are contributing to the other sectors of the economy by providing jobs, right? So try to tap other people's services. Then lastly here, we can try to create time. So this in this tip, the secret is having the power to say no. So kasi yung ating mga schedules minsan napupuno na lang ng kung ano-ano, right? Random stuff. And we don't really think about the what's important thing that we need to do. So by saying no, we can clear up our schedule and create more time. For example, someone invites you to a party, but you know you have better things to do, right? For example, you're setting up a money-making machine. So you can say, sorry, I have no time for blah, blah, blah. And people should be able to respect that. And we should not be controlled by the agendas of other people. Now, one personal example of creating time is there was a time in my life or our family's life that we bought a house and lot. So there was grass growing both at the front and at the back of the house. And I found myself just cutting grass all the time. Even my weekends were consumed by clearing up the front of the lawn, the front lawn. By the time I finished, the grass at the back would already be growing high. And then I will have to clean up or cut the grass there as well. And it was kind of a big house, so it required lots of cleaning, maintaining, improvements. So because of that, it kind of wasted a lot of time I could have used elsewhere. So to prevent that, we eventually decided to live in a condominium unit. It's not so big and there's no grass to maintain. And if I wanted to enjoy the grass, I could just go downstairs and go to a nearby park where I don't even have to maintain the grass and grounds there. And in that way, I was able to save on time. Time to clean and maintain the environment. Kasi ang tendency natin is to buy stuff. And actually, whenever we buy something, it can use up our time for the maintenance of it. Like a car. When you buy a car, it will serve you, but you also have to serve it. You have to vacuum it. You have to bring it to the car wash, change oil, change tires, etc. Whereas if you don't really use a car that often, why not just rent a car for certain trips? That way, you don't spend too much time on the item that you bought or your properties and wealth. So those are the tips we can apply in our lives to maximize our use of time. And to end this video, let's go to some biblical principles about time. So life is short. Let's make the most of it. So one verse here is Psalms 90 verse 12. So teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Numbering our days means we should think that we don't have forever here on earth. If you're healthy and fortunate, blessed enough, you can reach up to 80 or 90 years old. And from there, you can kind of calculate how many days you have left. And because of the shrinking limited amount of time remaining, we should apply wisdom in how we should use that remaining time. So it's up to you what your goal in life is, or what God has put in your heart to accomplish. We should not waste our time, the limited amount of days we have here on earth. Then another verse is James 4:14, whereas you do not know what will happen tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. So initially, I said you can live up to 80 or 90 years old, right? That's if you die of natural causes or old age. But what if you die of an accident, like this car here, or you were in the unfortunate place and time that something bad happened and you died, right? So don't think of your life as if you have so many years left. You can even think of it as, what if my remaining time is just 1 year? Even though I'm healthy and strong, what if I'll have an accident 1 year later that will take my life? So you don't really have full control of how much time you have. That's where we need to realize how limited the time is. We are like a vapor. So a vapor, if when you boil water, it's like the steam, right? That soon disappears. You can think of it like a soap bubble that children enjoy. Once you blow it, it just you can enjoy it only for so long, a few seconds before it pops. So we're like the flower in the field that blooms. We used to be so young and energetic, but now everyone's getting old, and soon it will be our time to pass away. So all of that, by just reflecting on life, the shortness of life, we can apply more wisdom in our use of time. So there you have it. It's time, Filipinos redefined Filipino time. And thanks for watching this video. And as I mentioned, what does the 8 minutes for Filipino time stand for? basically it's just the number of letters here in the word Filipino. So this will be a good reminder of why we need to come 8 minutes early in our new definition of Filipino time. So thanks for taking your time to watch this video. I hope you can share this and also hit the like and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. And if you have any comments or other things to share on this topic, please just place your comments at the bottom, and we could discuss more about Filipino time. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.